Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. Two teams which have navigated their way through the season and have designs on finishing with a victory in the ReliaQuest Bowl. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Huskies offense will have the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Swamped immediately. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Ross. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's inside. It's Christian. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Wants to go up top on second down. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Marches ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Wolverines offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet, it's Underwood. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wolverines are flying down the field.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. It's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Turns up, it's Porter. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it on the right. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. They give it back to him. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Back's got it on the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
2nd down to the air. Floats it out in space.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to break.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, UConn. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. Just smothered on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball's at the 27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Quick give. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground.
Makes the catch and he's free. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. UConn quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Christian. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Right side, it's Christian. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
What a disappointment. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. First grab of for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. From the gun, it's Marshall. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. For yardage. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead here in the second half.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man on the RPO. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Running inside, it's Christian. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Hand off again. They put the brakes on him.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. UConn will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking for room. Slips through the line. Busts through behind his pad. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Marshall. Caught in the backfield, it's Underwood. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run inside. It's Marsh. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Using his feet. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Breaks through, it's Marshall. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hits inside. It's Christian. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
UConn quick to the line. Sells the run, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right side, it's Reeder. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Lost to throw on 1st. Trying to get behind the defense. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got him quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Turns it upfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Underwood on the play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Calls his own number. And to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Stopped right there. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Picked off, and he's got open room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain, no first down.
Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You've got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have...
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by the...
He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Underwood fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Right, now that play's over. Now I got to know this is it. This is my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get in the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Fires left. It's complete. And that will be the final